We spend so much time trying to be someone we're not, chasing perfection, comparing ourselves to others, or regretting who we've been. But what if the real secret to a good life isn't about changing who you are, but accepting yourself as you are? You see, true belonging and joy come not from being perfect, but from being present. It's about embracing your story, your experiences, your whole heart, even the messy parts. Because in those messy parts, in our vulnerability, that's where we truly connect with ourselves and with others. Let's talk about how to let go of the need for perfection, silence that inner critic that keeps you small, and step into the freedom of living authentically. Let's talk about how to find peace within yourself. You know, one of the biggest barriers to self-acceptance is the constant comparison game we play in our heads. We scroll through social media, seeing curated lives and filtered photos, and we tell ourselves we're not good enough, not successful enough, not pretty enough. But here's the thing. Everyone is on their own journey. Your journey is unique to you, with its own twists and turns, its own mountaintops and valleys. It's like comparing a fish's ability to swim to a monkey's skill at climbing trees. They're both incredible in their own right, but they're meant for different things. Instead of focusing on how you measure up to others, what if you focused on your own growth? What if you celebrated how far you've come and got curious about where you want to go next? What if you gave yourself permission to be proud of your own progress, even if it looks different from everyone else's? Remember, you are not behind. You are not inadequate. You are right where you need to be, and you have everything you need to take the next step forward. Let go of the need to compare and start embracing your own unique path. Your journey is yours alone, and it's time to start appreciating the beauty of that. We can be so hard on ourselves, can't we? We create these idealized versions of ourselves in our minds, the perfect parent, the perfect partner, the perfect friend, the perfect employee, and then we beat ourselves up when we inevitably fall short. But here's the truth. Perfection is an illusion. It's a moving target that keeps us stuck in a cycle of striving and never feeling good enough. It's a cage we build for ourselves, believing that if we could just be a little bit better, a little bit more, then we'd finally be worthy of love and belonging. But what if you're already worthy, just as you are? What if your imperfections, your quirks, your vulnerabilities are what make you interesting, relatable, and deeply human? What if the world needs your authentic self, not some idealized version that you think you should be? Imagine the freedom that comes with letting go of the need to be perfect. Imagine the energy you could reclaim if you stopped trying to please everyone and meet impossible standards. Imagine the joy of showing up as your true self, flaws and all, and being met with acceptance and love. The best version of you isn't the perfect version, it's the real version, the one who embraces their imperfections, learns from their mistakes, and keeps showing up with courage and an open heart. So give yourself permission to let go of the shoulds and embrace the beauty of your perfectly imperfect self. Chapter 3. Treat yourself as a friend. Think for a moment about how you treat your friends when they're struggling. Do you criticize them for their mistakes? Do you judge them for their imperfections? Do you tell them they're not good enough? Or do you offer them compassion? Do you listen with an open heart? Do you remind them of their strengths and support them through their challenges? Why is it so much easier to offer kindness to others than it is to ourselves? Why do we reserve our harshest criticisms for the person we should love and care for the most, ourselves? What if you started treating yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and understanding that you offer to the people you love? What if you spoke to yourself with the same gentleness and encouragement that you would use with a dear friend? The next time you find yourself caught in a spiral of self-criticism, pause for a moment and ask yourself, would I say this to a friend? If the answer is no, then it's time to challenge that inner critic and choose a more loving response. Remember, you are worthy of your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself, even when you make mistakes, even when you fall short, even when you feel like you're not enough. You are enough, just as you are. Think about how you talk to your friends when they're struggling. Do you criticize them, or do you support them? Start giving yourself the same kindness. Chapter 4. Celebrate small wins. Self-acceptance isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a practice, a daily commitment to choosing love and compassion over self-criticism and judgment. It's about showing up for yourself, even when it's hard, even when you're afraid, even when you don't feel like it. And like any journey, It's important to celebrate the milestones along the way. Acknowledge the small victories, the moments of self-compassion, the times you chose courage over comfort. Maybe today's win was speaking kindly to yourself in the mirror. Maybe it was setting a healthy boundary. Maybe it was simply getting out of bed and facing the day with a little more hope than yesterday. Whatever it is, celebrate it. Acknowledge the effort, the intention, the courage it took to choose yourself. Because those small wins, those seemingly insignificant moments of self-love, they add up over time. They create a foundation of self-worth that can weather any storm. Remember, progress over perfection. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep taking small steps forward. Keep choosing love. Keep showing up for yourself one day at a time. Self-acceptance doesn't happen overnight. Celebrate even the smallest steps, like speaking kindly to yourself or trying something new. Outro: your story matters. The journey to self-acceptance is a deeply personal one, and it's different for everyone. There will be ups and downs, moments of doubt, and moments of profound self-discovery, but I promise you it's a journey worth taking. Because on the other side of self-doubt and fear, on the other side of perfectionism and comparison, lies the freedom to be your authentic, messy, beautiful self. And that, my friend, is a freedom worth fighting for. What's one small step you can take today to move towards greater self-acceptance? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. What's one thing you'll do to accept yourself more? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story.